Yo, alrighty, here we go. So, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to another episode of Chaz and Friends presented by the Three Count Podcast. I'm your host, and guess what? We're arguing tonight. We're settling one of the biggest debates in wrestling history. All right, what are the greatest wrestling theme songs of all time? And trust me, we're gonna have some picks tonight that are gonna have the comments in absolute chaos. Then we're talking about one of the boldest decisions we've seen in WWE in the past couple of years. Oba Femi had a guaranteed championship opportunity, and instead he said, "Forget the title. I want Brock Lesnar." Was that confidence or was that just dumb booking? And over in AEW, another major title match comes with a now familiar "I'll never challenge for the world championship again" stipulation. Has AEW gone back to that well way too many times, or does it still create real drama? We've got opinions, we've got hot takes, we've got disagreements. And joining us tonight for our WWE special theme song debate, guest rapper Smurf will be on there to help us debate with that topic. So, to prove that maybe his WWE playlist is probably better than ours, hit that like button, subscribe, and if you're new, jump into the chat. Let us know where you're from because your opinions matter. Let's argue. This is Chaz and Friends. Holla at your boy! Run me my intro.
The following program is a collection of idiots talking about happenings in the sports entertainment world. It is meant to be comedically informative. The opinions expressed on this show does not necessarily reflect the beliefs of their peers, their bosses, platform, or whatever network they are on. There may be some out-of-pocket things said on this show because this is how we talk to each other. If you are young, please seek permission before watching any further. Your homies. The Three Count Podcast. P.S. Please do not sue us.
It's your boy, your nephew, your cousin. It's the Don. Chaz Evans. You're checking out the hottest podcast in the world, the Three Count Podcast.
Hit him with a 3 count. Pin him to the ground and the crowd go wild, man down, know what y'all like. Hit him with a 3 count. On the top row, crowd already know how I fly him to the flow like. Hit him with a 3 count. And your boy real chicken.
Yo, it's your boy, your cousin, your nephew. It's the Don, the Grappital region of the Mid-Atlantic and the Don of the Grappital region. It's Chaz and Friends. Lou, get yourself together. Get it together. Get it together, bro. Get it together. Get it together. We're not running out. Just get it. Get it together. Anyway, like I said, I'm your host, Chaz Evans. This is the debate show. I promise we're going to talk about wrestling, and we're going to probably make fun of each other in the process of talking about wrestling. But it's not about me. This show is not about me. It's about my friends. Let me introduce to you my friends. Introducing first, he's the landlord of the Dog Pound. He's the man that runs this show. I don't do anything but a whole bunch of trash. Ladies and gentlemen, he produces the show. He's also the host of the critically acclaimed wrestling interview podcast, Now Entering the Ring. Ladies and gentlemen, he's probably interviewed your favorite wrestler and their favorite wrestler. Ladies and gentlemen, the Red Dog.
Yeah, it's the man built from the 5280, the man from the 308 and 808 and everything in between. It's the Mile High Merc. Red Dog, what's up, y'all? It's gonna be a fun day today. I can already see we have some great things happening already between these two, so I can't wait. And also, shout out to America. It was our birthday yesterday. Why do you sound like that dog from Wacky Racers, bruh?
No, he sound like Weezy from off of Toy Story. That's what he sound like. He sound like Weezy.
Anthony needs an inhaler. That's what he needs.
This is wild. Anyway,
Chris is crying.
what is going on? What, bro?
We lost both our guys.
Can we?
Oh shit! Oh.
Can we get some decorum? I need y'all to get it together. I don't know. I had you introduce y'all, and y'all have lost it. Y'all have lost it.
Fuck you, fat boy.
Wow.
You fucking fupa motherfucker.
What the? Get your show together. Get your show together.
All right, thanks. All right, so
Chaz.
introducing next, he's
Mm,
he's the only
it's
Graves
like
that
muttering.
matters.
Thank you. Thank you,
He's the
muttering.
one. Yeah, he's the one. All right, that he's the reason why that man Corey Graves has a job in WWE. He's got your signature red hat. You already know he's prepared to probably give you the most logical and intelligent takes on the show. Ladies and gentlemen, he is our residential Fred Durst, and he's better than the real one. Let's be completely honest. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Twitch Graves.
Support your local cults.
Last but certainly not the least. All right, you good, bro?
Yeah, he's
All right,
better
there
now.
it is. There it is. I got a thumbs up. So, ladies and gentlemen, he's rocking that awesome 3 Count Podcast vintage T-shirt. He's got a grateful cap on, and he's got Clifford in his background. Ladies and gentlemen, he's the heater of this podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, Lou the franchise.
First off, we're friends right now. Second off, fuck you, you fat fucking fupa. Oh my!
You can go suck a fupa, fat boy.
He called me. He said I look like a chalupa, and I said that motherfucker would try to eat me if that's the case. Fat
You look
fuck.
like a busted. Get the fuck out of here.
I hate you right now so much.
Oh my gosh. If you haven't already done so, please hit that follow button on all your favorite social media platforms. 3CountPod _ on the X app, but everything else is 3CountPod. Hit that subscribe button. If you're watching us right now live on YouTube, and hit that like button on Facebook. Also, hit that like and follow button on Twitch. Shout out to all of you who are watching us live right now, and shout out to all of our podcast listeners right now who are catching us out on the audio stream. That's Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Podcast.com, Heart Radio, wherever you get your podcast, we're on there. Thank you for thanks for catching us on the podcast side of
Yes.
things. Yeah,
Yes,
this
we
show
are.
is wild already.
It's
bro.
already
already off the rails.
It was off the rails before we even hopped
Yeah,
in.
they're come on. Yeah, before so yeah, make sure you buy our merch at wrestling.com. Get all of our legacy merch. That's where you can find that awesome t-shirt that Anthony's got on right now. That's on our pro wrestling t-shop. But if you want to get all of our updated merch, all of our current designs, you need to go to foryourwear.com, go down to personalities. There you'll see the beautiful 3 Count logo. Click that and you'll find all of our updated and new merch on that site. So definitely buy some merch. That's how we get new things, new stuff, updated graphics and everything is when you support the pod. And buy some merch. Cliff, let us know what's going on with Now Entering the Ring.
Yeah, so now into the ring, we do have a new episode that's coming out next week. It will be Worker Ant. We just didn't want to drop it before the 4th of July, obviously because it's the 250th. And we just, we wanted to focus on America's birthday. Also, fun fact, I want to put this out there. So the day that the 250th anniversary happened, Anthony and I hit our 2,500 day streak on Snapchat. It was just a total coincidence. I thought that was pretty cool. So I
How
was
fucking
like,
awesome is that?
yeah, don't worry about that. Y'all
Nerds.
mind your business.
Y'all are white bitches.
So what? So what?
Embarrassing.
You have a fupa.
Look, let's not start this right now. I'm trying to be civil.
Fuck.
Says my fucking chat.
Look here, Down syndrome chunk.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. All right. Here we go. So on that note, I'm taking back over the show. So like I said, hit that subscribe button, hit that follow button. Before we get into anything, I want to introduce our special guest. All right, ladies and gentlemen. All right, this is a real good friend of mine. Rapper, songwriter, actor, entertainer, lump all that in. This guy right here is the real deal. Good friend of mine. Want to bring on the show Smurf. There he is. Yeah. Shout out to Smurf. Give him a where's the hand card? Give him a hand. Give him.
Also, we
There we go,
gotta
there we
give him
go.
a unmute so that way he can talk to us.
Oh my gosh. Unmute just this guy.
Damn.
Oh, baby, I got it.
There we go.
What do you do? What up?
What I do.
Not much, bro. Thanks for having. Thanks for coming on the show.
Yeah,
Say
what
thanks
the?
for having us on the
What is
show.
wrong with you?
Sure. Thank y'all
My
for
man's
having
out
me
here
on, man.
starstruck.
I appreciate it.
Today,
I
Junior.
just stole
Um,
everything.
This
legit,
man out
nah,
here.
legit,
This man
legit.
out here
So,
starstruck.
yeah. All right, so let's get right down. To be
To be
free
free and not the others.
indeed, not all.
My favorite F word is friendship.
All right, temp check.
Moving.
Anyway, so Smurf's here. He's here for temp check, and he's gonna be there for our first debate. Not really debate, but our theme song draft. So temp check. Let me explain the rules. Temp check. That's where me, my friends, we give you our hottest and coldest wrestlers going into the week, and for a bonus, we will give you our match of the week. So we'll just go straight in order. I'll start this one off. My hottest wrestler of the week. My hottest wrestler of the week. Sorry, not sorry. Is Sami Zayn. Yeah, Sami Zayn's gonna sneak by with a legitimate championship reign. He's going to duck Oba, and I look. Shout out to shitty booking. That's no other way to put it. um,
Mom's watching.
yeah, so yeah, Sami Zayn's my hottest wrestler. My coldest wrestler of the week, though, my coldest wrestler is I'm going to Oba Femi because of bad booking. Um, Look, we were making debates last week on who he was going to challenge, and we were completely wrong. And he ends up challenging nobody. We even put the title on Brock, saying like, "Hey, that's how we book better than WWE." We've already said that numerous of times, but yeah, Oba Femi, just because I don't see why you would want to fight Brock again. I mean, I get it, 1-1, but the championship, Brock, yeah, whatever. That's another debate. We're getting into that later into the show. My match of the week. Eee. I don't really have one.
That's trash, bruh. That's
I don't
trash.
have one. I don't have one.
Chaz, I'm with you.
I don't have one.
Valid.
They were all these matches this week were bland.
Yeah, like it was just same old, same old. I don't think even on AEW. Don't do don't. I don't even no. So yeah, nah. I don't have a match of the week.
That's trash.
What do you, Red Dog?
All right, let me get my hottest wrestler of the week.
Go
I do
pick
agree.
your. All right, fine, dog. Go pick your indie match. All right, from whatever indie
Shut
show
up.
you were on this weekend,
Shut
and
up.
pick that as your match of the week. We like,
You pick, and first of all, let me talk because you pick PI every single time that you guys are doing kind of any match. I'm not trying to hear it.
You're right, because I do think that match is fire. Sorry, not
hottest wrestler
sorry.
of the week. I will agree. Sami Zayn definitely the hottest wrestler of the week, just because he gets that move. I can say coldest wrestler of the week though. Gotta be Jey Uso. Like, just dropping the ball. Let's just keep it real. My match of the week though definitely comes from Forbidden Door, dude. Let's be fair. Like Will Ospreay and Swerve Strickland, like tearing the house down, and it was on Sunday, so I'm gonna count it. We expected it. We got the expectation, and we got more than we thought we were gonna get, and I can appreciate that.
So I don't hate it. I didn't. It's not a bad match. Just I was like, all right, cool. It's not my match of the week. Like I expected what I got. It was fire. Like I'm not mad about it.
It was fire, but man, I don't got a match of the week, even though it fell on the
It's not my match of the week.
That's fine. That's not your match of the week. Come on, Twitch.
My hottest, give me fuck, it was just on the tip of my tongue. My coldest, give me LA Knight. Once again, he takes another fucking L like we see him do every single week. My match of the week. You said it was a boring week of wrestling, and you both are wrong. Chad Gable and JD McDonough was a fucking fire match.
I didn't say it was a boring week of wrestling.
No, I'm not talking about you.
Okay,
I'm talking about El
that guy.
Chapo and Miracle Bro over there.
El Chapo and Miracle Bro is crazy.
Why are you flipping Smurf off? He ain't doing nothing to you.
Dude, I fucking swear to God, your meth is stronger than ever today.
Made the mess.
It must be extra crystal.
What is happening? All right, go on.
I
Go
don't know
on, Lou.
what's going on in this show. All right, Lou, what you got?
So to piggyback off of what Twitch said, my hottest wrestler is Chad Gable. It was a good match. Now I look at it, and that'd probably be my match of the week. My coldest wrestler, and I agree, is fucking Jay Uso.
Okay. Okay.
All right, and then we lost Smurf, so
So yeah.
let
All
me
right,
pass back on.
moving on.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Here we go. So, all right, going on our first debate topic. Here we go. So, this is how we started. All right, we've been doing this draft thing a lot. Actually, you know what, Cliff? This is your baby. You introduced this, John.
Yeah, so we've been doing this draft thing a lot lately, so we thought we'd bring him back with a special guest. Twitch got it. And here's what we're gonna do. So we wanted to go with WWE theme songs. We definitely wanted you guys to vote on it. Who you thought had the best draft of our theme songs? So there is 5 of us currently. One of us is out of commission. So when
In
they
the
pop back on,
Speed Force.
yeah, we'll pop back on. But what we'll do is we're gonna do 4 rounds. 4 rounds of it. We got 5 of us, right? 20 songs that we think are going to be the best WWE theme songs. Also, the fun thing is, I thought about doing this, and I run this by you guys right now. We're going to put as a playlist on Spotify, like all 20 songs that we decide to pick. So I just
Sure.
want to keep track of all the songs so that way I can put it together and then
I
like
got you.
send it out. But yeah, so we'll do the drafts. We'll have our first round picks, and then we'll go from there. Smurf would be our first round draft pick, but he is not here right now. You guys can see he's gone. So we will start with Chaz, myself, Twitch, Lou, and then we'll have Smurf when he comes back on. He'll be the last pick of the first round when he bounces back on. You don't have to give a reason why. You just have to say what your song is.
Are we
And it has
snaking
to be.
it?
What's that?
Are we snaking this? So the last person
No.
goes first.
It's going-
That's
it's-
bullshit. You put me to the back of the bus again. Fuck off.
First of all, technically Smurf is in the back of the bus, so I mean,
You can't say that. That poor black man.
it starts with a black man and it ends with a black man. So I mean, I'm not trying to hear anything. And mind you, I put the 2 Latinos, 2 and 4, and then we put the white man in the middle. I mean, so he's technically not even in the best spot.
God save the queen.
See, that's why we put. But yeah, go on, Chaz. Start us off.
All right, cool. So just to make sure, I'm gonna make sure I got this right. Just WWE, correct? Or is this?
So- I will say this: so because WCW is purchased by WWE, you can use WCW theme songs,
Okay.
right? But you cannot use ECW copyrighted music. Okay, so that's the difference. So you can't go, oh, let me get Inner Sandman, or like,
Oh, there goes
let me get
there goes
Walk-
my.
Let me get Walk by Pantera. Like you
See,
can't.
now I have an issue because in WCW, Diamond Dallas Page used "Smells Like Teen Spirit."
He did,
The guitar riff.
and we can let that one roll, right? Because it really was a different rendition of it, right?
Okay.
But
Okay.
we can let that one slide. That will be the one I let go through.
Okay.
All right, fine.
Let Lou go first, please. No, sorry,
No.
Mom.
All right, my first pick. All right, of our WWE theme song draft.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably one of the greatest theme songs.
Oh, here we go.
I mean, it went platinum. All right, John Cena. My time is now. All right.
That's your first.
I
pick, all right.
mean, that's my first pick. Listen, the trumpet sound. Big Match John. All right, is coming out there and to deliver a 5-star banger. Okay, so I'm going with "My Time Is Now" by John Cena.
Okay, I like it. I'm not even gonna waste any time. My first draft pick is gonna be the NWO Wolfpack.
I was waiting for somebody to pick that one.
Yeah, C Cutter, you can't go wrong with him. So yeah, let me see Murder and let me go with that. So go on, Twitch.
The Lord of Darkness theme from the Attitude Era.
That's a good pick. I like that. I like that.
That is a good one.
Go on, Lou.
Break It Down by DX.
I knew that was gonna get picked, so that's why I was like, as soon as I picked the Wolfpack, I was like, DX is definitely gonna be off the board
I,
after
I was waiting for you. If you were gonna pick DX, I was taking Wolfpack.
this. All right. Well, since Smurf is not online right now, and actually what we'll do is we'll remove him from the scene for right now. But if he pops back on, then we'll actually have him on. But if not, then it is what it is. So if we do have the four of us, let's just put it out there. If we have the four of us, we'll do a fifth round, and then you guys will get all 20 songs that we pick. All right. So Chaz, give us your second round pick.
All right, my second round pick. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. My second round pick in the WWE theme song draft. Shawn Michaels, "Sexy Boy."
God, I hate that song so much.
Yeah, too bad. It's iconic, my guy.
It is. It is iconic. I will give you that. It is
It's
iconic.
iconic.
Okay, so with my second round pick, let me get the only song written by an Academy Award winning artist, okay? Everybody knows the song, everybody loves this song. Hey, let me get Somebody's Gonna Get It from Mark Henry.
Okay.
You already know. Somebody gonna get their ass kicked. And I was like, I gotta get that one. Go on Twitch, what you got?
I got Penta's theme song by one Adam Jones of Tool, also an Academy Award winning artist.
Yo, you are absolutely correct. You got it. I should have said Academy Award winning rapper.
Yeah.
Go on, Lou.
I am gonna go with whatever from Chris Benoit's.
Ooh.
Oh, Alter Bridge. Or that's not Alter Bridge. That's
No, that's
That's Our Lady Peace.
Arlene.
yeah, All Lady
Oh,
Peace.
thank
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. All right. All right. Okay. Okay. So, all right. My next pick. Line in the Sand, Evolution.
You know what's funny? That's on my list, bro. That's on my list. I was like, yo, there's no way they're gonna get this one.
Line
That's,
in the
that's a
Sand,
good one. That's a
Evolution.
good
Listen,
one.
that's prime time kid Chaz for me. Like you, like yeah, nah, Evolution. Definitely.
I see your line in the sand, and I raise you one. I Walk Alone, Batista.
Ah, that was my next pick, you dirty son of a gun. Oops. Ugh.
I was like, yeah, let me go ahead and get that one too.
Uh, let me get this fire burned, CM Punk.
Mmm. 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 All right, Luke, what you got?
It's a perfect time to do it. 250th anniversary, Real American. Hulk Hogan.
I knew this man. I knew this man was all gonna be about some Hulk Hogan. That's not. I'm gonna be fair. That is a banger though. It is a banger. It is a banger.
I mean, look, and I'm gonna be fair. Voodoo Child for me is still better. I love that. That's my favorite Hogan thing, but I'm not picking that. But all right, here we go. You ready?
Yeah.
Ain't no stopping me now. Shelton Benjamin's theme song
That's a good.
was fire.
That's a banger.
That you could play that in the gym, and like legit feel like you could bench press 450. So yeah,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
going
I
with
like
Shelton
it.
Benjamin's theme song.
I'm gonna give you the one that you said. You said Shelton Benjamin's theme will give you 450. I'm gonna give you the one that has you benching 500. Let me get.
All right, what's that?
Let me get Slow Chemical for Kane.
All right, then I'm going to take this to 550. Give me Samoan Destroyer, Jacob Fatu.
Let's go. That's a good one. That is a good banger.
All right. Okay. Okay. I know.
That's a
Man.
great pick,
I'm
bro.
now I gotta change. See, I got my alternates and stuff. Now I gotta rearrange my alternates and like my whole list is just furred. My whole
This
list.
is this is this is. See, I love doing these. I love doing these things, man. Where
Yeah.
we do these rounds, and it's like we're in the fifth round right now. Like,
Well, yeah, once Lou finishes.
yeah. And I was like, I want to do more.
I am gonna pick.
It's not your pick.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. It was your pick. Go on, pick your song.
I am gonna pick 13. Taz's entrance.
That's a good one. That's a banger.
Boom, boom.
I like that.
Yeah, I don't know why I
I'm
didn't.
gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till after we finish, and then I'm gonna tell you. I do like that one. You're gonna get us kicked off.
Yeah.
I'm about to say stop
I'm
before you
trying to
cut
stop
off.
it.
Ah.
I'm motherfucking trying to stop. Mute me, goddammit.
Look, it's okay. Guess what? Tomorrow when I do my daily, when I do my social media for the week, I'm gonna get that email and I'm gonna see it. Like, yeah, this video was blocked in 13 different countries. All right, look, one of a kind, breaking point, RVD's theme song.
I do like that. I was thinking about that one too. I was like, bruh, this is. I was like, I hope somebody picks this one because it won't be me. I need someone to pick this one because the one
What of a
I'm gonna,
kind? Dum, dum.
yo, let me go. Let me get an old school theme song in here. We haven't said it yet, and I'm gonna be the one that says it. Let me get the Four Horsemen theme song.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, that was a banger before we talked about bang.
that was yeah, yeah.
Let me get. Let me get Kurt Angle's Olympic gold.
I literally have it on my list.
Let me get Kurt Angle.
Can't get more iconic than that.
My last pick,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I Came to Play by The Miz.
I have that on my list too. I want to do more rounds. we don't have
All
that.
right, my next pick.
All right.
My next pick. You gotta like you. I'm surprised no one said this one yet though, and probably because I mean it gets a bad rap. But all right, look, I like Triple H, My Time. Okay,
Yes. Absolutely.
I like it gets a lot of hate, but like
Excellent.
My Time. Yeah.
I like it. I
Is
like
this
it.
thing on?
Yo, you think you know me? Let me
Yes.
get Metalingus.
Wait, does that count? That's an
Doesn't count.
AEW
It's been
song.
his theme song forever.
Yeah, that's been.
No, but it
It's
counts.
in WWE. That's why I said it has like
I don't know, pal.
it has to be. It has to be.
He's
Like, it's his
using
theme
that
song.
very same song in AEW.
I was just gonna say the same thing, but as I was scrolling, looking through the music, I found a better one. So go ahead, Twitch.
Uh,
We got time. We can do 10
give me
more.
the Brood.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Good
Yes.
call.
Yeah. Yeah.
Extra
Yeah.
points if anybody knows what they're whispering during the whole song.
Yeah, I don't got no points. I just
No.
I Killed Paul. Homeboy who wrote it was a Beatles fan. And
Yeah.
there's a conspiracy theory about Paul McCartney being dead and replaced. And
That's crazy.
All right, my next pick is gonna Cliff's gonna be like, God damn it. Run a rush.
Yeah, that's a good one. I was sitting there thinking about it too. I was like, how long can I make this last before I can actually like pull the trigger and get this one? It's my favorite tag team theme song.
All right, so I'm going with the SmackDown theme song, "Rise Up." All right, I think it was what Drowning Pool. I think
no,
is that what it
that
is
is
that
the Union
who was the
Underground.
There you go.
did you okay yeah that song song's a banger.
I like.
Yeah,
I like
yeah. Union Underground moved to the music.
Move.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Move to the music, yeah.
Let's get it on. I like it.
Yeah, that was I meant that's the Raw. Yeah, yeah. I said SmackDown. I meant Raw.
Let me listen. We haven't called for this one yet, and I don't know why. Let me get "Broken Dreams" by Drew McIntyre.
That's that was next. I was calling that.
Is that his current
That-
one?
No, his current one's called
No, that's the
Gallantry.
old one.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the old one. That's literally what I had next. Darn.
Let me get.
Darn.
Let me get Mankind's car crash.
I
Wreck.
like that. That's a good pick.
All right, that's a good one.
Mine is Live in Fear. Wyatt family.
That's a
Oh.
great pick. It's a great pick.
I'm going Smoke and Mirrors, Cody Rhodes.
That's a great one.
Well, you're only smoking mirrors. Yeah,
Let me
I
go
think
ahead and get
we need to bring that back.
we're gonna semi-current. Dun 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 dun. Let me get to Undisputed Era.
Yeah, yeah, that's a good one.
Let me get Aleister Black's No Evil.
That's a great one.
Unstable Ultimate Warrior.
I like that. I like that.
No more words, Jeff Hardy.
I had that on my list. I had it on. It wasn't my next pick, but I had it on my list, and I was
Let's
like,
go.
I'm waiting. Hey, let me get Voices by Randy Orton.
No, that was on my list.
Fuck. Let me get This Night X Pac.
That's a good
Oh yeah.
pick.
Um, I'm gonna go across the nation. Raw's intro.
Okay,
Oh,
I like that.
I'm going with Twitch's song, "Rollin'." Okay, Undertaker's theme song.
I
Right, partner. Keep on rolling, baby.
yeah.
That was that was way too spot on. Maybe you are Fred Durst.
Let me get all of our favorite song that we haven't announced yet. Let me get The Rising Sun, Shinsuke Nakamura.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Bro, for
yeah,
real.
yeah.
Let me get the greatest theme song ever made.
It better not say. You better not.
Nobody
You
can top
better
it.
not.
It is the best. It had its own countdown for how amazing and immaculate it was. Let me get Break the Walls Down for Mr. Chris Jericho.
I really thought that that was gonna be your
Okay.
first pick.
I was trying so
really-
hard not to make it the first pick.
Okay, you didn't. I thought you were gonna say something else, but okay.
Oh, I know what you thought I was going to say, and it's next.
Oh, no.
You saying ever instantly made me know what it was.
I thought that would for him, but he's kind of dumb. So
Lou,
Give me 1 second.
man, we should have had that 30-second clock.
You should have.
time's up.
I got mine.
Okay, cool. That's the one I thought. The Harlem Heat theme song.
Oh.
I will allow it because it wasn't. Yo, that's such a good pick.
WCW.
I hate it. I hate that you got that one.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm kind of mad. He got that too. Like,
I'm mad. Yeah, yeah. I don't
good,
know why I
good
didn't.
for you,
Yeah.
Blue. Good for you.
That's such a sneaky banger, bro.
Wow. All right. I got mine. Was this round? Was this 9?
11. Is it?
Oh, we're on 11.
Four. Let me see. So ones I have me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, this would be around 11 if we want
Oh
to keep going.
shit.
Okay, this last round, and I'm gonna end this off with a banger. All right, and glorious. Yes, I will do that. Bobby
I was
Roode,
listening
okay?
to that. I was listening
Skip
to
a
it this
whole
afternoon.
fucking verse.
I did. I skipped all of it. Bobby Roode, though, just all you need me to say was glorious. I mean, for the Bobby Roode, WWE career was literally a cup of coffee, but the aura like that he possessed before aura was a thing that you described for professional wrestlers. He had it with that entrance. I mean, in NXT, even coming up to the main roster, that entrance, everything with DIY, with their little bits on on the socials. Yeah, man, Bobby Roode. That's my last pick.
All right. Cool. So like all of us on a Saturday night, let me get MVP. I'm coming.
My virgin ears. So for my final pick, since we're just gonna breeze past what Cliff was saying here,
Y'all left it too. Y'all left it aired out there. I was like, I'm just gonna
yep,
let it go.
we're just gonna let it go. We're just gonna hold off on that right now. My final pick. Let me go with. Wait, who said voices already? Cliff
I
said
did.
voices. Fuck.
Cliff did.
Lou, go.
I can't. Still your turn.
Fuck, I hate you.
If I gotta go, so I'm at a three-way tie for my last pick, and I can't decipher on who I want. So I got "Oh You Didn't Know" by the New Age Outlaws. Uh,
Yeah, I was on my
Crow,
list. That was on, I had
Crow,
one.
Stings Crow.
I like that.
But I think I'm gonna finish mine with "Invasion," Goldberg's theme.
Dun, 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 dun,
Just to be an
dun.
asshole, I'm gonna finish mine with F5, Brock Lesnar's team.
Which one?
F5, the one he's using right now.
Ooh. It's wild how okay, so we all 11, we done. You guys saw we're gonna put the playlist up
Yeah.
on Spotify. We'll put the link out and everything for you guys. I'll put it together tonight. It's wild that we didn't take Kingdom from
You
Cody.
know, and it's funny. I thought about that when Lou had said the when he said Real
Miz.
American.
Oh
I
yeah,
was
yeah,
like, oh wow, why didn't somebody say Kingdom? And
yeah.
I was like, I was gonna wait, try to wait it out. But that I'm surprised nobody said Kingdom. Surprised nobody
I
said
was surprised nobody said "No Chance in Hell."
You
that's
know what else is?
exactly.
So I wanted to bring this up, right? I wanted to wait till we were all done with our draft part, but this is one thing I wanted to bring up too. So can we name anybody else outside of CM Punk and Drew McIntyre that had two different theme songs that were both bangers? Like, can we be fair about that?
Randy Orton.
John Cena. John Cena.
What was Randy's first one before
John
Voices?
This
Cena.
fire burns.
Hey,
Yeah.
nothing you can
Oh
say,
yeah, yeah,
nothing's
yeah. You're right.
gonna
You're right.
change what you done to me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one, and yeah, and I do. So the John Cena one, like, I
I'm
can
sorry.
agree.
Word life is fire. Basic
Basic ergonomics.
thugonomics.
Yeah, basic ergonomics is fire. It's just it's both John Cena, so that's why I'm kind of like I hear you, but I'm like
Same
Randy
on
like
it. Yeah.
Randy from like this fire
That's fair. I
to
give you.
you know what I mean,
I understand what you're saying. I get you. I
or
get you. I get
like
what you're saying. Yeah.
Broken Dreams, and both those are some
Yeah.
bangers from Drew, and then
I don't
CM
know
Punk
about.
obviously from
Yeah.
his. I was like, dang. I was like, no one. I was like, I don't know. Bray, maybe like another one.
I'm not gonna lie. You said broken dreams, and my mind instantly went shattered dreams.
Shattered Dreams. My man, I heard they my gold dust.
I mean, you could also
Cody.
put in Mick Foley, the all three of his songs.
Yeah.
I was listening to Dude Love today earlier. I'm not gonna front. Like I was doing research wise, I was listening to a bunch of old WWE theme songs, and I was like, damn. The other one I thought was definitely gonna get picked was Stone Cold's. Dum
Oh wow.
dum
I
dum.
wanted
I was
to.
like, no, nobody
It's a
picked it up.
very generic theme song, though. Once you take the glass break out of it,
Yeah.
Well, then you gotta get the other version. You gotta do Unbreakable. You gotta do that version.
Oh,
That's the
was
better
it
version.
Disturbed? Didn't Disturbed do a version of
I
it?
think.
yeah.
I think it's the third. Yeah.
Yeah.
You
I
gotta
also
do that
like
version.
so. Also,
That version's the better version. Wrong time period, but best version.
Bro, yes.
I
I
also
am impressed. I am wholeheartedly impressed in all of you, and I know Chaz wasn't going to do it. Nobody picked brutality.
mm.
I'm proud of all of you.
I'm just sitting there thinking, I'm like, damn, dude, there's so many bangers. Nation of Domination, like we did not say that.
Yeah.
But to
We
be fair,
are
like
the
that was
nation
kind of a
of
banger.
domination.
Yeah, Brett,
The Hardy Boys scene.
the Hardy Boys,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
Dudleys,
Which one?
bro. Yeah, I mean, shoot that. The New Day. It's a new
Yeah.
day.
New
Yes, it
Day.
is.
Yeah.
The Usos, any of the Usos, let's be fair. But day one ish, definitely. I thought, man, some of these I was like, wow, we we did not do this, but I like it. So we have our playlist. You guys can check it out, and then also if you guys want to, we'll try to go back through and pull up all the rounds. That's gonna be kind of tough. So
Yeah.
here's what it is. But
All right. Let's get into this debate.
I'm just
Let's get.
surprised Swift didn't do 619.
you know what?
I am.
So here's the thing. Let me be fair, okay? And I'll tell you why I didn't pick Booyaka. Okay. So the POD version is definitely my favorite version of that song, but I was holding on to a sleeper, right? Because there's a better version of Rey Mysterio songs that unless you're paying attention to WCW, you don't really know. And I know Lou knows because I wanted to pick Conan and Rey Mysterio's theme song from WCW.
Yes.
You know what I
Yes.
mean? Yeah, orale every day, all day. I wanted that version, and I was like, I
I'm
know no
surprised
one's gonna call it
nobody picked Eddie Guerrero's.
right, but yeah, I wanted that one, or
Who that jumping out the sky? REY. That's my favorite.
that's a good one.
Studio, here we go.
But when Rey Mysterio's old WCW theme song,
Yeah, yeah, I
that
know
shit
you
was a
want to hear.
banger too. But yeah, I wanted
Yeah.
orale all day, every day.
That would have been respectable if you'd have picked that.
Yeah,
It would
I
have
was
been
like,
low
"Ah,
key,
I wanted
low
that.
key, low key. Yeah, yeah. All right, here we go. So, yeah, definitely check out that playlist. We'll be dropping that. We'll get it the other night. Hopefully, get it by tonight. If not, definitely be on when we drop on Monday. All right, Oba Femi versus Brock Lesnar, guys. King of the Ring is supposed to guarantee one thing, right? A championship opportunity, right, at SummerSlam. That is what WWE has been billing the King of the Ring for the past couple of years. I think even originally back in like 02, 03, that's what it was too. You got a shot at the championship at SummerSlam, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that's what it's always been. That's been precedent. But Oba Femi looked at that opportunity. Then he looked at Brock. And he looked at that opportunity again. And he looked at Brock again. And decided he'd rather chase Brock than chase the gold. So, well, let's talk about it. Let's talk about, was this the right choice? All right. Is Brock fighting Brock Lesnar for the third time a bigger deal than a guaranteed title shot? Is Roman, like the possibility of Roman Reigns versus Oba, or even maybe a Sami Zayn versus Oba? Like, where are we leaning at on this one? We'll start this one off with you, Twitch. Cause yeah, you've been the biggest like you just go ahead, give him the big screen, Cliff. You just like give
Hey,
him,
who,
give
who,
him the
who
big
called
screen.
this last week? Who called this last week? What's missing from this? What's fucking missing?
Oh
The title.
man.
And there is still goddamn time to get it. Get me off this full screen. I called it last week, man. I told y'all that it was going to be Brock Lesnar. It wasn't going to be Roman or Sammy. The only thing missing from this equation is the title now. I think this is dumb if they don't add the title to this situation. I think it's a wasted opportunity for Oba Femi. I think if Oba was smart, he probably should have gone after the title. I feel like anybody else here would have.
What you got, Lou?
I like it. I like the getting a change up and the opportunity to retire Brock in Minnesota. I think that's going to boost his career more than having the title that the running through Sami Zayn.
Maybe.
And so I think I like the decision. I would like it better if Mr. Twitch is right and Brock has the title somehow. But I like that Oba went the way he did.
All right, Cliff.
I think my biggest concern though, right, is that if you have Oba, let's say, battle for the championship, right, and he wins, right, where do we go from here, and who beats him next, right? And then how do we not deflate his movement? Because I think the one thing a lot of us like bitch about is that we push too many people too far too fast, and then we shove a title on them, and then they just fizzle out, and then they just never recover. So I think kind of delaying this off again and just kind of giving it like another moment will also make sense. I don't like the move personally because I was definitely here for the let me get the Sami Zayn movement, the Sami Zayn versus Oba movement, but because in long term things, like I understand why you would delay this out. But yeah, I think right now picking Brock Lesnar as your big match, I think makes sense. I just wish that somebody else would have won King of the Ring and not Oba, so that this would also make sense. So like Oba's battling, they're in Saudi. Brock cost Oba. Therefore, now you have a bigger reason to like, hey, let me have this versus, oh, he jumped me in Raw, so I'm just gonna say forget the title shot. Like now you just make the title shot not mean anything. Like you're like, oh, I could just pick a different match then if I wanted to. So I think that's my problem with it.
I'm gonna let it know like this: King of the Ring, as a whole, this is both sides. We're booked terribly. They were booked terribly on both ends. Um, you use like, and you're starting to use your get out of jail free card with Danhausen, all right, and you used it once already, okay? Because like, why was Liv already in the King of the Ring tournament to begin with? And what do? You curse her so that she doesn't win because it was a dumb idea to begin with. So that's number one. But we're not even talking about that. But it's dumb. Like it's completely dumb. You've always built the King of the Ring tournament as winning the King of the Ring gets you an opportunity at the championship at SummerSlam. If you were already going to do Brock versus Oba, why put Oba in the King of the Ring tournament? Or why not have Brock stop or cost him? Make it make sense. Like, if you knew that, why was Oba going all the way to the finals? All right, cool. You want the Brock, I mean, I'm sorry, the Jey Uso versus Oba, you know, match, like, to build buzz on ESPN, to build buzz for the show in Saudi. Okay, I'll buy that. I'll bite on that because you get the name of Jey Uso. You got the name of Oba Femi. Oh, first time one-on-one. I'll bite on that. But Brock should have cost him. Even if Brock didn't feel like getting on the jet and going to Saudi, play Brock's music, have Paulie come out there, or that makes it even worse. That literally makes it worse. If Brock was there and he just decided, hey, I don't feel like, no, I'm not going out there, it just makes it worse because now you've literally took a like you literally peed on King of the Ring and the prestige of the King of the Ring. Like you were starting to bring the prestige of the King of the Ring back. All right. Like I get what you're trying to do. Put it in Saudi there because when you put shows in Saudi in WWE, that means it's a big deal. All right. In WWE language, that means it's a big deal. So all right, cool. You put the show in Saudi, King of the Ring. Da da. All right, fine. But make it make sense at least. Don't try to play with my intelligence and not think that I don't watch King of the Ring. I don't know, the past 20 something years you've done it before and they win the opportunity. Like that makes, and not only that makes Oba dumb. Because now let's just be for real. You're beating Sammy, and at least with if you pick Roman, all right, at least you're gonna have yourself a good, you're gonna fight. But like as far as the character goes, and like Oba's dumb. Like, you can't get over your beef with Brock for the championship? Ain't that what it's about? Ain't about championship and money? Don't you win more money? Don't you get more money when you're the champion? When you're main eventing? Like, but there, it's dumb. It's dumb. And sure, if you, and I get, like, you look on the other side, we go, but hey, we getting Roman and Seth, and I am all for bringing back the Shield and bringing up anything with the Shield. I could care less. That it meant that whole Shield run means something to me. So I'm all for it. Rehash everything the Shield, have them fight. Okay, you had that set on the docket. All right, fine. Then you still should have had something going on for the WWE title, at least with Oba getting ready to move into SmackDown. At least somewhere down the line. So it's not a good move. It's dumb, but hey, who am I? I'm just a podcaster, independent wrestler who don't know nothing. So
I
Well,
think
if you had a question about who would be next for or for Oba if he won the title, you should have Drew back soon.
Just about to say, Drew's probably coming back soon. I mean, he'll probably have to go through Cody. I mean, we
Drew
never
and
got a
Oba
full
would be
finish.
fire.
Like we haven't had a actual full match with him with Oba and Cody, so he had to go through Cody. At least first off, even if like let's just say Cody gets the title back, whatnot, later down the line, he's got to go through Cody first. Give us that, give us actually that match. He's got CM Punk. If CM Punk is in fact going to SmackDown, he's got to go through CM Punk. Drew's one of them. Sammy. Trying to think who else is on SmackDown. That's good. He'll probably go through some baby faces because I don't see him going through heels.
yeah.
Even as
But at some point in time, you have to have him lose to somebody, and it's
correct.
like, who is that somebody that they're gonna deem like? This is the guy who beat Oba Femi. You know what I mean? Like, let's be fair. Like, I don't know if there's a person that
It's Drew.
I maybe. I mean, logically, when I look at the guys that are coming up, I'm like, bruh, like,
Trick.
there's really not a guy out there who's physically imposing like Oba. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
you do have a point with Drew, right? I can bite on Drew, but Drew is like, let's just say right now he's out the picture, right? So, and how many more years do we have left with Drew in
Right.
the E? You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after that, who's next? Like, who's gonna be that next guy that we're looking
I
at?
would say a certain Irishman, but he
He's
didn't. He's gone.
Yeah, he's beat up and he's getting ready to retire. The one thing I want him to do is just get the Intercontinental Championship and then bounce. Like, I want him to be a Grand Slam champion and then bounce. But
That
like,
ain't happening. He's gone. Yeah, he's gone. He's not. Like it's official now. He didn't change up the Instagram name.
yeah, I
He's
mean,
gone.
I am
He's
lost on who that is.
oh Sheamus.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. No, I did see that today.
I love how Lou was like, "Who are we talking about, bro?"
I am thinking. I'm like, fuck. I was
Yeah,
thinking about
yeah.
shit.
There's not a dude who's also just super imposing on the roster. Like Jacob Fatu would be.
that's one. I'm about to say.
That's
I was just
that's
about to
that's
say.
the guy.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's one of them Samoans.
Yeah, I mean, but that's
It's Roman.
it.
It's Roman Reigns unifying the titles.
Tala Tonga, I can also I can vibe with. Like, I get it with him, but like, you're not gonna have him like, like NXT, they had Oba lose to Ricky Sane. You're not gonna do that again. You know what I mean?
Not on the main roster.
Oh no, not on the main.
Like,
Where
unfortunately,
would you
go ahead.
go ahead?
I hated that. Y'all remember
Yeah.
that? I was on this show livid,
Where would you put
livid.
Trick on that column?
That's yes. I was gonna say you can make the case for Trick just because of you can get behind him.
You can
You
get
got
behind,
But
yeah.
we're
You
missing
can.
something here too, though. What
What?
about Gunther?
You see, okay,
My issue
go on, Twitch.
my issue with Gunther is I feel like Gunther is very one dimensional. What you see is what you get, and there's nothing much more than that. Like, he's a great wrestler. I don't take that away from him. But all of his goddamn promos are the fucking same.
Here we go.
That's To me, I like that point. I'll give you fair. I'll give you a fair point with that. My problem is that main roster Gunther. Let me just call it main roster Walter is not NXT roster
He's
Walter.
weak.
I want if I'm gonna get a Gunther, I want the NXT version of Gunther. Just because that version of Gunther is just imposing. You know what I mean? Like, he hit hard, he was big. You know what I mean? Like, he had a build to him, and then he wanted to get in shape, and I give all the props that he wanted to get in shape. But unfortunately, like, to me, when I see Gunther wrestle, and I said this years ago when Gunther was in the NXT versus WWE versus Raw SummerSlam, the Survivor Series triple. Gunther was just another dude, and that's who Gunther is
You
now.
did say that. I remember that. And
Gunther losing to Jey Uso, in my personal opinion, it hurt a lot of his credibility. And I feel like Gunther versus Oba, it's just going to be a one-sided beating.
Damn, Lou, that was ass.
Fuck Lou.
You know, we all heard that.
Out that we
happened?
trash his opinion.
What happened?
Yeah, don't act. We all know you just shit your pants, bro.
Yeah.
We all heard it.
I'm just talking about
My man leaned so far forward,
I don't know what y'all are
like a
talking about.
rocket ship. But yeah, so my
Fucking
problem
let
with
the
Gunther is that unfortunately Gunther I like his promos. They seem very point and yeah, like at the point. My problem with it though is that size wise, when you look at someone like Oba, I don't know if Oba looks like he's the guy that could take down, or Gunther does look like a dude that could take down Oba. Trick does, just because Trick's got like a big build to him. If Gunther could add on, and it's gonna sound funny when I say it like this, add on like 20 pounds of muscle, he would look more imposing, and I want a
He
more
looked very
imposing.
flabby.
I I know that we're all saying it, but it's just it's just I feel like Gunther losing all the weight that Gunther did was great for his health, right? And it'll be great for the longevity of his career. My only problem is like now he just looks too thin, and I'm
You
like,
didn't add anything to it. You lost the weight, but didn't
yeah.
build yourself up any.
And I get it, like he's the power of perfection, like he definitely is on point with all of his move sets and everything like that. I 100% like I am with how he is, but there was just a thing of like watching Gunther go on when he's on Independence scene, just smashing people, and
Yeah.
just looked brutal. And then watching him on NXT when he debuted and he hit Adam Cole with that chop, like just looking like an imposing figure, and I just don't feel like he still looks like the same imposing figure now.
okay, I disagree. I mean, I don't disagree. I agree with you on that. I agree with you. Um, I still think I mean Walter. I still think Gunther's Gunther. Yeah, I think Gunther's still Gunther though. But you did make you made you changed it like when it's like at the end. I was like, well, he's kind of right. Um, but all right, yeah. Let's keep it pushing.
What are we pushing? Our merchandise, which you can pick up on the
My man.
for your wearing ProWrestlingTees.com.
Absolutely.
There we
Absolutely.
go.
So we get to our third topic.
We sure are. We're going on over to the other station, pals. We're going to Turner Broadcast. All right. AEW has built a reputation, right, for making championship matches feel personal, at least for the most part. But lately, one stipulation, at least for the past couple years, has been showing up over and over again. If you lose, you'll never challenge for the world championship again. All right.
Just any championship, actually, because the
Exactly.
tag titles just happened too.
Yep. Yep. So it happened then. It happened not only that, it happened with Cody. In the
Hangman.
beginning, happened with Hangman. Now we're doing it with Kenny Omega and MJF. All right, adding that stipulation to their match. Fans are split. Does this stipulation still raise the stakes, or had it become so common that really nobody believes in it anymore? Or are they putting themselves in a hole? All right. When every major feud start using the same consequence, does it really feel special anymore? So, has AEW overused the I'll never challenge for the world championships against stipulation, or does it still create meaningful takes? I mean, it takes stakes. Sorry. What do you got, Lou?
AEW has played out everything.
I knew
They're
this.
fucking garbage. It's the same shit over and over and over and over. I fucking hate it. AEW can go away, fucking for sure. Like, hurry the fuck up. Fucking figure it out. Figure it out, TKO, and buy their dumbasses because Tony Khan's a moron.
Mm.
Well, now that we will never be invited to an AEW show for sure.
Good. Well, fuck them. We don't need them.
Oh my Jesus Christ, Lou.
We have more fans than they do.
I mean,
People are now just looking at AEW like it's entertainment, and it's fucking bland. It's worse than Soul.
Uh,
this is why we have a disclaimer.
fucking hell. Uh, honestly, it I don't agree as strongly about what Lou said as Lou apparently does, but it's at the point now that it feels like half the roster can't ever challenge for any title. I just how many I'll never challenge for the title again have we heard since their birth?
At least 4
At
now.
least 4, yeah.
Like 9.
Name 5.
I can't even right now under them. My mind is so fucked. But when we talk about AEW, my mind gets fucked. I'm sorry. I used to love AEW. Now it's garbage.
I feel you, but continue Twitch. We'll get back to you. I want to hear.
We saw it with John Moxley. We saw it with Hangman. Like it's just, yeah, he did do that.
I forgot.
It's just, come on now. And then they all end up with the title again.
Well,
I think Hangman's the only exception to that.
Cody.
Well, he ain't there no more.
I mean, yeah, but he never
When
won
he
while he
was there, he didn't challenge.
He did not challenge.
Fair. I feel like they're rinsing and repeating with the same stuff over and over again, and fans are starting to notice if they haven't already by now, they will soon. You want to keep fans engaged and entertained, you got to come up with something new eventually.
AEW is like a dirty hoe that doesn't change her panties. It's
Jesus Christ.
fucking disgusting.
It's not.
Satan don't even want to fix this one now.
Yeah. Here's my situation, right? I had brought up certain problems that I've had with AEW in the past. You know, we talked about like the why we need to care, right, about their champions, right? I brought that up. And then AEW like fixed that problem, right? Like they started giving these intro promos and packages that talks about their champions. I think my biggest problem right now is that like I mean like 2 months ago you just had Edge and Christian say the same thing, that if we don't win the tag championships, we're gonna never be able to challenge. Last year was Hangman Page, right, saying the same thing, like if I don't win the championship, I will no longer challenge for the heavyweight championship. Well, now he lost that, right? And so we're getting to this point where it's like, okay, at what point in time do we sit back here and say, enough is enough, right? The stakes have to mean something, but it doesn't feel like the feuds are building up the way they should, right? We've been a part of, I already know, like, why we're doing this. And I'm trying to bring some sense back to this. My biggest issue is like, okay, at some point in time though, we have to make these things mean something, and they have to have some serious consequences. Not so much of the fact of like, hey, if if I no longer challenge for it, it's got to mean something. We got to get to a point where it's like, all right, maybe it's a career thing where it's like, hey, you can't wrestle in AEW anymore, or you got to win the title. Like it's like you. I feel like when we put those stipulations out for those kind of things, and when you see in WWE, it means like, hey, they're leaving WWE, period, or they're leaving the company, period. And I feel like that's what needs to happen more. Is that has to be a thing, like where the stakes have to be at the highest. And I feel like with AEW, these stakes they're not at the highest points, right? So you're just not able to compete for a championship. Okay, cool. So it is what it is. I think like I always felt like especially with the I always felt like when the situation called for it, it was because either that wrestler was leaving or they were really legitimately they weren't seen as a top tier talent anymore. And I know we're not seeing that with Hangman. I know we're not seeing that with Edge and Christian. I know we're not seeing that with Mox, and I know we're not seeing that with Kenny. So what's the point in putting that stipulation out there if the result doesn't mean that that person no longer is seen as a top tier talent?
All right. You got a good point. So, I think we Yes, it to answer the question, yeah, it's overused. I think we've gone to the well too many times now. I do think that. I feel like this is their version of loser leaves town stipulation without the loser leaving town. Like, you want to have something big as the loser leaves town, which is probably one of the bigger stipulations in wrestling tropes, because they go away. I think Eric Bischoff did it well. Like, if a loser leave town, like, you were gone, or maybe it was not Eric Bischoff. I think it was Paul or ECW. Like, loser leaves town, you were gone. Like, that was it. Um,
Don't come
but
back.
don't right. And so I feel like AEW wants to do something along that lines, and we're trying to find a happy medium. Whereas, all right, cool, it's something along the lines of a loser leaves town, but we can't really have you not on TV. So I feel like this is just AEW's way of finding a stipulation that does raise the stake. At least gives us high stakes. Is it overused? Yes, it is overused. I do think we probably should wait another 3 years before we bring in stipulation again. Maybe 5 years.
5 years,
Um,
7 years.
maybe 7. Like, I'm not even going to like disagree with that. But this is just AEW's way of creating stakes within their company. Um, I like I said, I do think it's over. Whoa, there, camera.
I told you at the beginning of the show your camera was gonna fall, and you didn't listen to me at all.
um, no, that's my train of thought. What was I talking about?
Loser leaves town without
Yeah.
using it.
Loser leaves town. No, no. Oh yes, this is their version of creating high stakes, high drama. Um, yeah, I think it's over. It is it's overused. I do think we're probably leaning too much into it, saying like into like the internet chatter and everyone saying too much this. Like it's. I don't think we're at the point where we need to go. Here we go again. But it is to the point where we've done it enough times where like, all right, let's do
You're
something
flirting
new.
dangerously with that line.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yes.
100%.
Yes. 100%. Yeah. Like, you're on the line. You're on the line of where we can say, all right, this is too much. But yeah, I just think this is it. This is just the equivalent of loser leaves town without the loser leaving the town.
Yeah.
Like, what's bigger than the championship in the company? Nothing, right?
Right.
So why you got to stay here, but you can't fight for the biggest prize. I think that's, if you look at it, if sometimes you gotta, with AEW, like, I get, like, and Anthony, like, in a lot of beautiful language and a lot of hateful language, said, like, he's got a point. There's a lot of things on there that are dumb, that are trash, but a lot of things you just gotta cipher through it, like hieroglyphics, and you see, like, there's some substance there. Now, whether or not you want to take the time to go siphon through it and find the substance, that's neither here nor there. But there is some substance there, and I do think that's what AEW is trying to build. It's trying to build that as a high stakes type of stipulation. Which makes which separates themselves from at least the other professional wrestling companies. But yeah, it's definitely they need to take a break from it.
Like, I hear you. I just feel like it's one of those things where it's like it's at a point now where we want to we it's our new toy that we get to use, and now we just want to use that toy as much as possible that we can within a year, because I think like when the one stipulation that doesn't get used enough in AEW, which I think should be a stipulation that's used a lot more, is the steel cage match. Like, it just doesn't get used as much. Everybody wants to do like and to be fair, I am also still a fan of some of the ultra violent stuff that we do, deathmatch stuff that they do on AEW. But the problem is that like you have a steel cage. Why can't we use the steel cage match? You just introduced the new ring, the new cage, like for that 12-man match, which
Which was a sick looking thing.
it was cool. That reminded
I
me of
gotta give them that.
yeah, which reminded me of like the old school elimination chamber style, but at least we got a cage now out of it. There's a lot of cool stuff that came out of that. I like that idea. Like, there's a lot of things that are in AEW, and I know I've kind of softened my blow a lot about AEW in recent term, but there's a lot of cool stuff that's happening in AEW that like they really need to keep utilizing. I think using this tag team cage match that they have going on, I think that's one of those things that they can utilize a lot more. But they can utilize that. Obviously, we don't want to do that all the time, but we can do that like once a year. We can have it just kind of like blood and guts, right?
Yeah.
We have these opportunities that we pop up, right? The Owen Hart tournament is great. I like that. But the problem I'm having though is that like I don't see the Owen Hart winner going, "Hey man, either I win the Owen Hart tournament or I never compete in the Owen Hart tournament again." Like, okay,
The
you know what I mean? That's my problem. It's like,
the
All the fat ones upset.
yo, say something.
the Owen Hart tournament is a fucking sham. There's no reason that AEW should be fucking putting that on. That's not an AEW. Owen Hart was a fucking WWF wrestler. It should be going on in WWF, not this fucking garbage from fucking Turner.
Well, I'll tell
Okay.
you what. You go convince his wife and his family otherwise, and until then, AEW is going to run it. Shut up.
Yeah, I
Fuck
mean, Owen
off.
Hart's wife, Owen
Sorry,
Hart's wife is
mom.
the one. And to be fair, the reason why Owen Hart's wife okayed it, right, for them to use is because the money that they raise for the show, proceeds go to the Owen Hart Foundation. So I
Yeah.
mean, like, there's a direct pull to what's going on. Tony,
WWE was never going to give any of
yeah,
that money to the
they
Hellfire
was never
Foundation.
gonna get to that, and you're never gonna run it like unless
I
WWE.
get that.
That's why we have like the John Cena tournament, right? That's gonna be happening right now. It's the John Cena thing where Cena gets to, he's pretty much uplifting all the new people. Well, you got to get the one before that though.
Free. Sorry,
Oh
mom.
wait.
Yeah,
Free.
it's that one. That I was gonna
Yeah.
say, the dirty lose.
Yeah. AEW is a dirty loser.
But my problem, no, and it's not in, like there are things that are coming along. There are things that we critique about this show all the time, right? But I think what it is right now is that it's an overuse of saying, "Hey, I'm not going to challenge for the title no more." I don't see them doing this with other stuff, right? I love the Continental Classic tournament. I think that by far is like one of the greatest things that we're getting right now. Because WWE is not doing a thing like this, right? Like they could do the tournaments, but they choose not to. Why? Because certain people don't care for the tournaments. You want these win-loss things to matter, but the Continental Classic is one of those things that I like genuinely pop watching them do their thing. I just think that we can do
Well, yeah, 'cause
more.
that's the biggest thing where like win losses matter
Yeah,
on that show.
and I
That
think
is based very well around the G1.
yeah,
Yeah.
100%. And it's like I want those same things to matter in AW, but I don't want you guys overusing these stipulations of like, hey, I just won't do it anymore if I lose. Like, okay, so then you're really just telling us that this top dude is not a top dude in your eye, even though he just literally held your title last time. So
Right.
what changed? You know what I mean? Like Hangman no longer can challenge for the world title. Okay. Why? Well, because he lost to MJF. I know, I get that. But why? What now? Is he not your top guy no more? So is he only going to be at best a TNT champion? So you mean to tell us that he's just a mid card champion at best? And mind you, this is coming from the same guy who said I don't care about Hangman Page, but clearly I don't need him to be just labeled as a mid card guy. Like he's
Right.
an upper echelon dude. So are you telling me that now he's going to be above the title? That he's going to be a guy that you like? At the end of the day, like his matches matter more than some title. Like I don't understand. Like what are we doing? Like, what's happening with this? Same with Darby. Darby's gonna be in that same boat. Like, I don't see Darby going out here like, I'll put my champs on the line too. Like, what's gonna happen at Winter is Coming? Like, Darby's gonna be like, either I win the title or I never challenge for it again. Like, come on now. Like, we don't need that. It's got to make sense. It's got to come to like someone's end of their contract, and we don't even have to know it's gonna be the end of their contract. You don't have to tell us anything. You don't have to tell the dirt sheets anything. How about that? And you can literally surprise us with this thing where like, let's say Darby's like, hey, I'm putting my career on the line. Forget putting just a title shot. If I don't win the title, I'm out AEW. Boom. Now we have like bigger stakes, and we don't have to use it all the time. It just has to matter to me. And I just feel like when we throw the title up, we're like, either I win it or I don't. It don't matter to you.
That's fair. That's completely fair.
AEW still sucks all the way around.
Shut up, Lou.
I I listen. I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna be fair, Lou. I was very harsh last year on AEW. Very harsh,
Yeah.
and even like the year before that, was very harsh. I've been and you and I have been on the same page. We've been proponents of like AEW. We want this alternative. We want this thing to be successful. I was very harsh about it last year, and when I brought up the point. I was like, I don't care about Heyman being a champion. I don't care, right? I was like, you haven't given me a real chance to care about why. When they dropped the title on that pay per view on was it all in, right? They dropped it and they went to Samoa Joe. And then the first thing I saw was, here's why you should care about our champion. I was like, hey, bro, I'm in. You're listening. I don't know if you're listening to us, but you're listening to the crowd. And at least now you're telling us, like, hey, man, we should really care about Samoa Joe being your champion for this reason. I was like, okay, you guys are winning me back slowly. But, you know, they did
Somebody out there, somebody out there listens to us, and I'm just saying, if you are listening to us, at least one of us will accept the job.
Two of us have been blacklisted. That's fine.
The other one, you don't want him. He eats too much catering.
He's too much catering. But but what I'm really glad though is looking back on this now, like and just coming through and just like watching the product, not necessarily week by week, but at least watching either Dynamite or Collision. I'm very appreciative of the fact that they go back and they're like, hey, here's some things that we want to tie up real quick, and they'll tie up those loose ends. But I just, like I said, to better the product, I would just stop using the all or nothing stipulation. Like either make it mean something or
I
don't.
I just feel like they are running with fire. Like, let's not plan ahead 3 months in advance. Let's this sounds cool. Let's do this now, and it catches things on fire, and it doesn't make sense, and it's bad management. That's what it is for me, in my opinion. They don't know how to run a real wrestling show. This
Well,
is for all. This is for the the EVPs. I can't even think their name now. The Jackson Boys to bring their friends in to showcase this because Tony Khan's got this money to be able to pay them for their friends to come showcase what they got. But there's no real long term planning. It's just boring now.
I feel that. I really do. And there's some follow-ups that definitely do get dropped, like a lot of follow-ups that get dropped. Like I said, when it comes to the Continental Classic, like we are all on board talking about Brody King and how great he was doing in the Classic. And now like where's Brody King? You know what I mean? Like he lost to Darby and then what happened after that? You know what I mean? Like we just didn't see him again.
They
Like that's
really
Well,
put the wrong
and
guy over.
that's the same way with Samoa Joe. He lost his title. What did they do with Samoa Joe afterwards?
well, to be fair with Samoa Joe, what he's doing with the ops, I'm definitely all about. Like I'm on board with the ops.
That and with him not having the title, it frees him up a lot more to work on Twisted Metal and the Sweet Tooth spinoff we're apparently getting. Like it gives him a little bit more freedom to branch out. Because like we said about a lot of people on the WWE roster, Samoa Joe ain't getting no younger.
Yeah, and he's definitely making the best of his time in AEW
Oh
and
yeah.
using that time wisely to do other things that probably WWE wasn't allowing him to do. So I
Lest we
think
forget
that's definitely the. Go ahead, I'm done. Yeah, yeah.
lest we forget Poncho Samoa Joe at WrestleMania.
My other thing
Man was
too is
out there in
that
the
like I
ring.
do feel like there's some people on the roster though that just kind of get lost, and not necessarily just lost, but there's also guys in the roster that like we aren't really using to their full potential, right? So I'll use one for instance, right? He's injured right now, okay? He's injured right now, and I get that 100%. But Luchasaurus is a guy that like can work. And when they brought him in initially, he was like this monster, right? Like he's this monster dude, and he's like gonna destroy everything. And then like you put him up against like Billy Gunn, and guess what? They're the same size and we're just like, oh, so Luchasaurus isn't as big as what we thought he was.
Yeah.
Like, he's a big guy, but he's just not as big as what we thought he was going to be, right? And so it kind of killed the aura of what Luchasaurus was. But Luchasaurus is a great worker. Like, he's not a bad dude. Wardlow, like, I know he did American Gladiator, right? But like, Wardlow is a guy who his start stops have been happening so much.
Oh
It's
yeah.
not fair to him, right? Like, he's a monster. We don't treat him like one. Like, he's just there. He was on the Undisputed Kingdom. He's been with MJF. He's like, you just stick him in random groups, and it's not fair to him. Like, so it's like, what are you going to do next? Are you going to have him come in, challenge MJF for the title, and then put his career on the line too? Like, what do we like? That's what we're losing out on all these guys that are very special talents. Diamante is also another person that I think of, right? Um,
I say
another
his name every week. Brody fucking King. What are we doing with Brody King?
yeah. This is why
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, I would love to see, like, and I get it, right? You only have so much TV time. Like, I totally understand that, and I don't want to be like, yo, but these guys have to be on. But you have to have a rotation of guys every week to be able to like get everything on point. That's the problem I'm having, and that's why I want. Hold on. Night, mom. Have a good and blessed week. But it's like, at what point and what point in time do we start saying, hey, oh yeah, this was a guy that was getting a lot of TV time and fans were getting behind, let's utilize him, you know? And we're just not
Yeah.
getting. And I get it, right? Forbidden Door. Sorry, I just Forbidden Door just happened, so we wanted to get the New Japan guys over here, start teasing matches with them. But Brody King should have been in a match in Forbidden Kingdom. Like, the fans are behind him; they really like him. You could have stuck him with any person that's coming out of there, and it would have worked out.
Athena.
Callum, was it Callum's? He was the IWGP champion. Newman Callan, I think Callum is his name. He was the recipient of like the Wrestle Talk scholarship, and then
Okay.
trained with Will Ospreay, and he's the new leader of the United Empire. But that dude could have worked a match with Brody King. Like, he's a nightmare. Like, I love watching him work. Like, can I get Callum with Brody King? Like, you could have given me something, but it's what it is.
Well, that's yeah. Yeah. It just they have so much talent there, and then and I think that's really what it falls down to is that there's so much talent over there in AEW where you can't really place everybody on TV. Like they put so many on ROH and that's you got to pay 99 to see some of the some of the best workers, and they're stuck behind ROH's paywall. But that's another debate for another time. But all right, that's the show, guys. That's pretty much our show. If you made it all the way to the end, PlayStation users, I would switch over to an Xbox since they're stopping physical disc. But yeah, so we're gonna end the whole video game trope at the end of the show. I'm gonna figure out something new because I can't. I mean, I still have my PlayStation 5, but yeah, somebody can go.
Or you could just buy a PC.
Chaz, I have something new. Want to see it?
What is that?
Oh no.
I think of you, motherfucker.
You waited till my mom got off to show that.
Exactly.
That's a great move. Thumbs up. We approve.
Oh man. Make sure you hit that follow button on all your favorite social media platforms. Hit that subscribe button on YouTube, that like button on Facebook, that follow button on Twitch, that follow button on X. Definitely share this podcast. Definitely comment on the podcast on Spotify. It helps push out the show to people. Even if you think like our trash picks for the theme songs. If you have a option that we didn't pick, definitely put it in there. Definitely type in your theme songs in the comment section on Spotify, on YouTube. But so yeah, definitely do that.
You
Cliff's
may
got
see
something
it
he
on the
wants to say.
playlist.
Yeah, so I actually got this. This got sent to me on Messenger, right? Shout outs to Heather. This was a great picks. Born to Win, Evan Bourne, because Broken Dreams was picked. She picked that one, and then Just Close Your Eyes from Christian.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those are
Yeah.
bangers.
Definitely. Definitely that one. So definitely be on the lookout on the social media pages for some of the picks. Maybe we'll do a post with everybody with like one of our picks we picked out. Be on the lookout for the playlists. This was fun. We'll definitely do this again. Tune in next week for another episode. This was really fun. It's a good episode, guys. So,
Great
yeah,
episode.
peace out.
Long episode.
Happy birthday, Paulie D.
Happy birthday, America.
God save the Queen.
Hey, thanks for checking out this episode of the 3 Count Podcast. If you like this and you want more 3 Count Podcasts, go on over to our YouTube page, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell button so you never miss when we put out a video. Also, follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Twitch, all things social media, 3 Count Pod, _ X, 3 Count Pod, everything else. Also, make sure you buy our merch at foryourwear.com and prowrestlingtees.com. Also, you know what? Just watch another video right now. Like, right now, I'm gonna walk away and you're gonna play another video. Now.